Hey, good morning. Pat Seekins, Operations with the Rocky Mountain Area Type 1 Incident Management Team. Here to give you an update on the Tamarack fire again. We're sitting at currently 54% containment on this fire, so we continue to get containment and make good progress. I will mention before we get started, we have lifted a few of the evacuation recommendations from earlier, particularly around Blue Lakes and obviously allowing some more residents to return home. So we'll start with an update on the fire itself. We'll start in Branch 1, Division Kilo again. We'll start here and work east. Once again, everything is looking really good along this black perimeter where we have current containment. So essentially everything from Carson River through Bryan Creek, all the way to Highway 395 looking really good. No changes, looking secure. Moving along into Division Oscar here along 395 in and around Spring Valley, as well as this entire slop over east of Highway 395. We've reached containment there. So you can see the black line looking really good. We'll just be in patrol monitor status as needed. Moving south around Holbrook and back to 395. And as this fire perimeter comes up here where we had crews and dozers work this piece, everything is looking really good. Everything's solid, contained, secure, all the way down to 395 and stops just shy or just northeast of Leviathan Peak at this point. As we move into the current fire perimeter here, that's going to be east of Leviathan Mine and north of Leviathan Peak. We did have some fire activity in here yesterday. No real concerns here. It was just burning in some of that heavier timber and some of that steeper, rugged terrain. Firefighters were able to assess this and look for options, and they feel confident with the increased moisture opportunities, the weather changes. The weather is going to enable us to be successful over here in the next couple days with crews and aviation with helicopters, looking to go right along the Black Edge and look for other opportunities moving west to continue to secure the edge, moving through Division Quebec. In and around Leviathan Mine and west, we start to pick up a cooler black edge. So from about this point to the west, a lot of that fire has moved out into lighter fuels where the fire behavior is really diminished. So we're going to have a good opportunity here with hand crews to go right along the fire's edge and contain and check the entire fire perimeter is the goal, all the way back down to Highway 89. So crews are feeling confident we'll be able to accomplish this over the next 2 to 3 days, and we should be making really good progress there. Moving south and west from Highway 89, along the perimeter into Division Tango, this section of line here is looking really good. Crews were able to work the ridge line where the fire stopped on top of this ridge line here in a combination with dozers and some hand crews right along the Black Edge and making really good progress working south. Moving on through Tango, there was some fire activity here. Crews were trying to keep this fire edge on top of the ridge top where it's a little more favorable for crews to work and a lot safer to work versus that fire spilling off into the steep, rugged terrain here. So with the weather and with the helicopter availability and the crews that are in here, they're feeling confident they can start to make some progress in here today. Continuing on into the rest of Division Tango and the majority of all of Division Alpha. This is where we move into just some really steep, rugged terrain where it's going to be very difficult to access with crews. Although we have the crews, this is really a tough spot to put crews. It's pretty just steep and rugged. It doesn't make a lot of sense to put crews in that dangerous situation where there's limited values to the south. And the biggest proponent here, this whole fire edge in Division Alpha really has not moved in 5 to 7 days. Very moderated fire behavior. As I've mentioned before, we've got a lot of natural barriers, just a lot of rock and little vegetation. But once again, just steep, rugged terrain. So we do have some folks in here looking, and we'll also be flying this daily just to monitor any fire spread to the south. Moving here to the southwest corner, coming up into Branch 3, Division Foxtrot. The crews are really going to focus on this piece right here. So it is getting into some little steeper, rugged terrain, but they feel like there are a few options here to start to close the door on this small piece here. So that'll continue today moving forward. Moving around just south of Burnside Lake here. Once again, we are looking very good all the way down to Highway 88 here. No issues of concern. They're going to continue to secure, monitor the edge, but everything's looking good east of Hawkins Peak all the way down to Highway 88. As we move east, no change here. So this black line has been established south of Crystal Springs and Woodfords. So we reached containment. Everything is secure, and that remains the same all the way across Highway 89, all the way back to where we started this morning. So overall, the fire is looking very well, making a lot of good progress coming around to start to lock off the south end of the fire. We do have a few resources obviously focused on this Highway 395 corridor, and we still do have a small night shift of patrol needs along 395, and as well as any kind of issues or reports here along Highway 88. But once again, we're looking very good. We are somewhat right-sized in our organization and focused on the south end of the fire, and really focused on taking advantage of the opportunities we have with the change in weather over the next 3 to 5 days. And that's where we're at.